You are going to stay here and take the shots inside.
Right now, Dr. Ziad Sleiman is performing a skin graft on the leg of an 11-year-old boy who is severely burned by an Israeli airstrike. Dr. Sleiman takes skin from the boy's thigh and uses it to cover his wounds. Mohammed Ibrahim, or Hamoudi for short, suffered third-degree burns to his face and limbs.
I have a picture before I did the debridement.
That's a profound,
Yes,
deeper.
This one.
According to Lebanon's public health ministry, more than 16,000 people have been injured in airstrikes Israel says were targeting Hezbollah and its infrastructure.
They see it? They see it?
Hospitals in Lebanon saw a surge in people with severe burns. The worst ended up here, at Sheitawi Hospital in Beirut, home to the country's only burn center, where Dr. Sleiman is one of only 2 plastic surgeons working on burn patients.
Here, what we are seeing is a fully complicated diagnosis of everything. So you have infection, you have traumas, you have burn, you have skin loss, you have adults, you have the children, so on. But we see a lot of children. If we have to choose between several patients, we take the children to give the best.
Priority.
Yes, because as I said to you before, Matt, you cannot take everybody.
In late October, we followed him on his rounds, where he introduced us to the burn ward's youngest patient.
Bonjour, كيفك؟ تحكي إنجليزي؟
تحكي إنجليزي بس ممكن
Yes, how are you?
أحكي لك بالعربي ولا بالإنجليزي؟
الحمد لله سلامت. الله يسلمك.
My goodness. شو اسمها؟
إيفانا.
Ivana.
She's the smallest of our babies, and she's waiting to get her operation tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
2-year-old Ivana Lekbiri suffered second and third-degree burns to her face and parts of her upper body when an Israeli missile was dropped next to her home. It happened just as the family was about to evacuate.
بحدود الربع ساعة من الفيل كان جابوجنا هالجراج اشتغل الضربة فيهم الناس تحاول شو عم بتصير. هون البيت عنده واب بهاللحظة شفت الإيفانا كلها سودا بس واقفة منا اللي راح واقفة عم تطلع فيا.
Ivana's father, Mohammed, worked as a carpenter, but now he has no work, no home, and both of his children are seriously injured.
وهلي يعني بالعربي وهلي يا ليدي يعني مش حلو يعني خوف scare. Sometimes strong because for عشان الفاضي كل strong.
Ivana and her family were among the 1.2 million people displaced from their homes after Israel intensified its bombing campaign across southern Lebanon. The family's older daughter was also injured, but not as badly as Ivana. She was in another hospital, and so Mohammed and his wife Fatima were going back and forth, living in hallways and hospital rooms for almost 2 months.
أنا وضعي هلا الوضع عندي أنا تعبانة كتير جهة الوضع تعبانة كتير من جهة بنتي يعني الحمد لله بنتي أحسن كتير بس إنه أنا وضعي كهلا هيك مستشفى تعبانة يعني أنا كتير أنا من مستشفى لمستشفى بعدني من يوم الضربة لهلا 1 2 3 هلا الله الحمد لله معطيني الصبر وطولي بالي بس أنا لجهتي تعبت.
During Ivana's surgery, skin from her legs was grafted to her face, her head, and both arms.
Bonjour. الحمد لله على سلامتها. امبارح هلا عملت العملية، نحن عملنا زرع الجلد. هلا اول مره بنفتح لها الشيش بعد على 4 ايام 5 ايام، يعني اخر الاسبوع بنفتح لها لنشوف الزرعات كيف هن. عرفتي كيف؟
بكون شيء قريبا من الطلعه ولا
ان شاء الله اذا كل شيء لزق تبع الجلد اللي حاطينه والمناطق اللي اخذنا منها نشفت، ساعتها تقريبا باسبوع 10 ايام بنكون فلين بالمستشفى. اوكي.
Just to put it very bluntly, how disfigured will she be for how long?
Matt, you cannot know exactly how much she will be disfigured. She will have scars. She will show the parts that are burned. They will not be covered. They will not be as the normal skin because she was a 3rd degree burn patient. In her case, she will have scars on her upper limbs and on her left side of the face.
We went back to the hospital to visit Ivana weeks after her surgery. She was celebrating her 2nd birthday with her parents, the staff, and the other young patient, Hamoudi.
الحمد لله. هلا لبعدين الحمد لله هي بعدها صغيره، يعني لبعدين ان شاء الله يعني بكون كل ما كبرت هي كل ما جلدها كمان صار احسن، لانه هي بعدها صغيره. هيدا الشعر حتى لو ما طلع شعر كل العالم عم تزرع، يعني ما عندي انا اصلا اي مشكله بهيدي. الحمد لله لبنتي انه بقيت لديها وايديها معها وجريها معها بخير، ووقفت حدي ماما بابا تلعب مثل ما كانت بالبيت، حركاتها كلها رجعت لهم هو الحمد لله. وقامت مشيت حتى جريها كانت عملت لهم هيك، انا فزعت كثير. هلا اليوم مشيت بالصالون مشيتها الحمد لله.
Both Ivana and Hamoudi had been in the hospital for more than a month. Do you feel strong? Do you feel like you're going to be okay?
يعني إنه أوقات بنوجع بس إنه بضلنا قوي.
Hamoudi was wounded when Israeli missiles hit his neighborhood on September 29th. What do you remember?
ضرب أول صاروخان حد بيتنا، ضرب صاروخان دغري. أنا ركضت لعند ماما أنا وبخيي، كان بابا وماما عم يطبخوا. ركضت عند ماما على المطبخ وماما طفت تحت النار، وبابا راح يشوف على الورندة بس ما استفاد شيء. راح يفتح الباب، مسكت لنا ايدنا انا وخيي، ام ضرب الصاروخان، ام وقعت البناية على الوادي.
What do you miss most about being home?
لبابا هلا ما عم شوفه.
At the time of this interview, Hamoudi hadn't been told that his father and brother had been killed in the same airstrike that left him severely burned. Hamoudi's relatives plan to wait until he recovers before telling him. What's the first thing you want to do when you get out of the hospital?
نروح لعند ماما بالمستشفى الراعي، هي كمان محروقة مثلي.
Finally, after many weeks of intense care, Hamoudi and Ivana were able to leave.
Bonjour, meet bonjour. الله يسلمك.
الله يسلمكم يا رب.
حبيبي.
اليوم نهار جديد.
نهار حلو حبيبي.
يوم النهار. ليلو باي لدكتور. باي دكتور.
اكيد نحن كمان تشوق لكم، تعودنا عليكم حبيبي.
هلا بدنا نروح عند الحلاق نحلقهم لانه طولوا كثير. مش هيك يا حمودي؟
على حسابي مش على حسابي.
على حسابك، ايه على حسابك، مش انا بدفع انت. هيك شاطر.
باي باي يا قلبي.
While Ivana and Hamoudi were in the hospital, Israel and Lebanon brokered a ceasefire on November 27th. It meant Hamoudi and Ivana's family could return to southern Lebanon in hopes of rebuilding their lives amid a fragile ceasefire.
ميرسي كتير ميرسي بوكو لكم ثانك يو كتير
انه دائما انت افري داي عم تنتبه انه تحكي مع الاولاد مع الولاد انتبه فرن غاز كهرباء انتبه انت عم تطلع بالسياره كذا انتبه بالكل هول من الشارجير هو بالكذا بيبي حطه هون بتمها انتبه يعني كل شيء خطر نحن عم ننتبه بهذا الموضوع بيجي خطر لعنا.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.